Hello, hello, hello. I am Antoinette, Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. I work to improve the lives of my clients, especially women and girls, from the inside out by answering their pertinent questions of who, why, what, when, and how to be more successful in their lives. The focus areas are self concept, goal imagery and creation, and finally, accountability. We live our lives on different levels at all times. Within my coaching process, there are 10 areas of concentration and abundant love that makes up our being and create our lives. The 10 areas are metaphysical, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, personal, relational, professional, financial, and political. This is a Focus Friday message on having a bullseye target. My idea for a bullseye target is having a goal in mind where you can see it from the end back to the beginning. Do you have a bullseye target? It's always good to have a bullseye target in at least one area of your life. You can always tell when someone is focused on their bullseye target. It's like they're in a zone and refuse to let anyone or anything get in your way. Take the NBA basketball playoff season. All of the athletes want to win, of course, but you can tell the ones who have a bullseye target on winning the championship. Their focus and performance is bar none, and it's exceptional, and you can see it during these games. As a coach myself, I work with individuals who come to me stating that they want to reach a bullseye goal. It is my job to help them see the target, set goals to reach the target, and hold them accountable to this thing they say that they want to happen in their lives. This is where the 5 questions of who, why, what, when, and how come into play. I work with them to gain clarity with each question. Here is a popular scenario. They've been working in the same arena for 20 plus years and they want to make a change or they want to make a move to get a promotion. We proceed to go through the questions. Who? They need to understand who they are currently and are they prepared with the necessary skills to make this move? Do they have the confidence for the advancement or taking on this new thing? Are they committed and willing to make the necessary sacrifices? The answer to this question helps establish where they are now and where they may need to go to hit this bullseye target. Why is pretty straightforward. Why do you want to make this move? The more important the why, the more successful the client will be at reaching the bullseye target. If it's just a lofty why, more than likely it's going to be a struggle, or they're going to have a stop start, or they're just going to give up and go back to their comfort zone. What? The what question lists the steps to achieve the necessary goals. This is a gauge of commitment for the client as well. Are you willing to do this, this, and this to get it done? A lot of times their response is, does it take all of that? Do I have to do all of that? I don't see where I need to do all of that. But yes, in order to make necessary changes, improvements, or advancements, sometimes you have to do things that more things than you probably thought about when you said, I want to do it. Are you willing to do what it takes to succeed to hit the bullseye target is also answered in the what question. This is the initial steps to start formulating a plan of action. How? How is a more in-depth look at actually accomplishing the goals. How are you going to find the money? How are you going to find the time? How are you going to execute as you're doing what you're doing now, or as this takes up time that you may use for something else? The last question, when? Now, this is the fun one, because this is the question that everything else is all the talk, the banter, the going back and forth. We can do that real well. And then when we have to start attaching dates to it, then it's like, this is when the rubber hit the road. Are you really serious? Are you willing to start today? Are you willing to do what it takes? I know we've talked about it, it all sounds good, but until you start attaching dates and action and execution to it, it's really nothing. It's just really a good conversation. So the when question is used to set up realistic timeline, set up dates on the calendar. When are you're gonna have this done by what date? This done by what day? What day do you want to hit the bullseye? We work backwards. Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? This is what I'm here for, to help you get the realistic timeline, the goals on the realistic timeline, and to make sure you're hitting your goals and your targets as you would like. The when and the timeline sets up practice targets that you hit along the way in order to prepare for the bullseye target. This is how I work with my clients to develop a plan of action for the bullseye target they set in their lives, whether it's physical, spiritual, personal, professional, or financial goals. We elaborate on the 5 questions until we have workable goals along with a workable timeline. I am Antoinette Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. This has been a Focus Friday message on having a bullseye target. Thank you for your time, and remember, every decision you make, and even those you don't, create your life. Create wisely.